Hey, it's Dave Austin here for your Game Ready, November 23rd. November 23rd. And if you see what the subject matter is today is how do we have more courage and confidence? You know, I find that in working with pro athletes, one of the key elements is how confident are they? What attitude are they bringing to the game? And stay with me because you might not all be athletes, but it's going to apply to your life. I know it applies to my life. And in our mastermind that we had today, I love some of the discussion because we were talking this very thing as we were going forward. Hope that this thing is straight up. Am I crooked? I am crooked. I like that. I just got some information that I'm crooked right now. So I'm going to go like this. So hopefully that works better. Now, Nancy's on for her lunch as she always is. I love it. Jason Botts, Major League Baseball player, now super extreme focus coach. All the best. Margareta. Extreme focus coach in Sweden. I love it. Coming together. All coming together. Alan's on. Thank you for being with us. We're talking about, your ability to find courage and confidence. I'm going back to what I was just saying in the mastermind we just finished. Shane said something that I really want to share with you all now. My son Shane, who plays professional football as a quarterback, when he was playing arena football for Cleveland, they were the best record in first place of all of arena football. They were playing the team that had the worst record in arena football, and yet they were losing. They're losing by 8 points, and there was only seconds left. So instead of going, oh gosh, what have we done? What's this or that? They were focused just on the job at hand. They felt like winners. They felt like winners no matter what. So they felt strong. Even being down 8 points, it means they were going to have to score and then get the 2-point conversion. And it was interesting. What Shane shared was that we were just so focused. We felt so confident that all we were focused on is winning. That's all. We were just focused on winning. And he said it was really interesting because the other team that had lost so many games, they were feeling like, oh no, they're coming back. Oh, now we're in a hole again. And so it made it even easier for Shane to do what he ended up doing. On the last play of the game, no time on the clock, threw a touchdown. Then they still had to get the 2-point conversion. Yes, they got it. Then they had to win in overtime, which they did. And so what's the moral, what can we learn from that in this story? Is that you got to do something each and every day to feel like a winner. And if you have a winner, even when you have setbacks, you know you're a winner. You know you're a winner and you take on setbacks differently. And that's how you build your courage. That's how you build your confidence, because I know for myself, even when I go after something that I'm being courageous and I really know that it's going to take every aspect of me, and then all of a sudden I get news that I lost. Maybe I've lost. And so then that first moment I feel like a loser. It's because I'm human just like you are. But then what I do is I take a breath and I use the principles that I coach. And I do this process where I tap into this greater mind than me and go, okay, what do I do from here? What do I need to be? Do I need to say, okay, I tried, gave it my best shot, now move on? Or do I need to, this is still the course, I just have to be a little bit more flexible and stay the course, trust in the course, see there might be a different way to accomplish it. Shane has put on Rezio. That's our grizzly bear in our Be a Beast training. And I love this principle. You got to be resilient. Resilient optimism is what Rezio stands for, because we all know that in a positive attitude, we're stronger. A weaker attitude, negative attitude, we're weaker. Those that are athletes that are on this know what it's like to be on a team that wins and a team that loses. There's a sense of just like it's contagious about, like we just said, they felt like winners. And that's why they were able to come back. If you don't give yourself a way to feel like a winner, the moment you hit adversity, the moment you hit something that isn't perfect, you start feeling like a loser and your energy changes. Jennifer's on, another Extreme Focus coach. This is awesome. And Walter, be selective in the storytelling. Interesting. I don't know what that means right now, Walter, but anyway, it is so important for us all to do little things. It's what you do daily, which is the key. So we have one that's in our mastermind who said what he does, he wakes up every single morning as a winner. I mean, it's just a practice that he does, and he thinks that I'm alive, I'm winning. So he can take on his challenges, and then he does affirmations, and now he prints the affirmations. He preaches. Bob throws preach, baby, preach. He puts these positive affirmations out there, so he's always feeling like a winner. So when he hits the challenges, which most of us do, I mean, it's just part of life, he has already put into practice a winning mindset. I know when I played professional tennis, when I played the bigger name players, I actually didn't have enough confidence and courage to beat them. I might have been in position to beat them, but I didn't have a deep enough belief system. I didn't have what I call a winning habits to develop a belief that I could actually do it. Wasn't until, 8 years after I retired, I got asked to go play a professional tennis tournament just because the sponsors knew me, and I thought, well, it would be kind of fun. Went up to Vancouver. Well, I had a new mindset. Maybe, it's funny, just from a different mindset, that we got to the finals, and in the finals we're playing the number one team in the world. And I know as a fact, when I was playing on the tour, I never could beat the number one team in the world because I didn't have there wasn't enough confidence and courage to get me through those pressure moments. But since I had been coaching others, I only focused on what I could do now in this particular shot, and I celebrated each winning shot, which I didn't do when I was playing out there. So yeah, we beat the number one team in the world, won the tournament, but it was all because of the mindset and the practice that I was able to learn and then use and now give to others. It's really about what your daily habits are, and so you need to, think about how can I just celebrate my little wins every day. I know we all got big goals, but to achieve big things, it takes the little wins. So wake up as a winner every single day. I see Tony Bodo has joined. He's a real winner. What he does in the business community and how he teaches those to advance, and he uses these principles because he's also an Extreme Focus certified coach, and he utilized that with his analytics, and it's awesome the work he's doing. Bob, man, I'll tell you what, Bob Donnell, who's on, when the event happened in Vegas, it would just really rocked us all. What does he do? He doesn't just sit back there. He goes to Vegas and say, how can I help? What can I do? What can I do in this moment to help people bring hope to a very discouraging situation? And the more that we all are able to do that, and Sarah's on, yeah, rock on. I love it. The more we're able to have these, what I call winning habits, and we wake up as winners every day, then when we have those moments of, I'm disappointed. The disappointment is just a disappointment momentarily. You don't go back and go, gosh, you can learn from what you did, but there's no reason to criticize because it's a whole new moment now. If you're always living into, okay, what now with this information, what can I do in this moment? Because this moment's really all I have. And if you have that deep-rooted confidence, you'll find that everything works in your favor. Even when it appears at that moment it's not in your favor. You have this confidence. As I mentioned earlier on the story with Shane, they had a confidence that even though they were losing, in fact, that season, they were losing 6 times where the last play of the game, Shane threw a touchdown pass, the very last play of the game, because he felt like a winner. He says, we're winners. And then he's played on teams with the opposite, and even though he feels like a winner, the rest of the team didn't. So it's also important to put yourself around others who are to support you in that winning attitude. That's why we do our mastermind. That's why we have the Beast Mode 30-day challenge. That's why we do these game readies every Monday free, just for anybody. Even if you're not in any of our programs, this is just for you to get yourself into the right thinking. This is how we start the week strong. And then on Friday, now my son and I do Aloha Fridays. So you finish the week strong. And the brilliance that has been coming out of Aloha Fridays, I'm just amazed. We have such great guests that come on. And even last week, we didn't even have a guest. We decided to do something different. We made everyone the guest, and we were all sharing in how we take on challenges and win through challenges. And the cool part is that there were so many brilliant people on the call that everyone was answering, and I was learning, Shane was learning. We were all becoming better together. And when we're in a community where we can all become better together, that is so awesome. That's why, November 4th, if you can make it to Chicago Field, where we have Soldiers of Hope, we're taking on an issue that's going to take an army. Mental health is something that affects 1 out of 4 people, and suicide rates in kids are going up. So we can either sit back or do what Bob did. We can go and show there's a solution. And we're bringing together all the doctors and practitioners, not all, that may be wrong, but as many as we've known that can come and say, hey, we're winning with this program. And it doesn't take over-drugging people. It doesn't take some of the things that have been happening where actually people are getting worse rather than better. There's some really winning things out there. So all we're doing is being that collective place so they can all come together and share how we can work together. That's why we call it Soldiers of Hope. Every one of us can be a soldier of hope if we choose. Whether you come to our event in November or not, in your life with whatever you do, like I mentioned with Bob, he went to Vegas to help. He's definitely a soldier of hope. And it's your choice. How can you be better for yourself so you're better for others? What a beautiful way to be. And when we talk about confidence and we talk about being courageous, the more we tap into we have something. Who are us to do that? Who am I to do this? Well, who are you not to? Marianne Williamson beautifully said that in her quote. Who are you not to? It's up to you. And if you develop, and every day you wake up and go, I'm a winner. I'm a winner. And then you start doing affirmations of that which are positive, and then you celebrate with each little victory. I see Paula's on now. I see Jeff. Great Jeff, one of our great tennis players who I love your postings on at the U.S. Open when you played Chang, and he was a guest on our Aloha Fridays as well. This is a guy that had, when we talk about resilient optimism, he's a guy that the oldest ever to break into, maybe it's been changed now, but the first to ever break into the top 100 when he was 30 years old. Tennis tends to be a very young game, but he needed to keep resilient optimism to be everything that he could be through lots of injuries. So there's always reasons that we can't be as strong. We'll always have excuses. Well, if this had happened or that happened. Just take a look and say, rather than making an excuse, say, how am I going to use this to my benefit? Because I believe in me. And I believe, for me, I'm a big believer that God is there for me every step of the way, when I'm weak and when I'm strong. So I can always win because I'm alive and I'm here and I'm present. And if I keep passing a strength forward to others, then I'm winning. I'm winning. And if I keep passing a strength on to my family, I'm winning. If I keep passing on a strength to myself, for us to win. Someone just called, that happens on the phone, so oh well. That's another principle we have in our Beast program, the koala. We use these triggers, and I'm so glad we have them. I was talking to someone today, goes, man, I'm so glad I've used every animal lately, every single trigger to move me into this new, because, what he's venturing into is that when we venture into something new, we get uncomfortable. And through the animals, it helps us through these principles, helps us, become comfortable even when we're uncomfortable. So the game ready. Let's vision it now. Let's step into it now fully, because what you see and allow your mind to focus in on, it's allowing your subconscious mind to say, yes, I believe you. I can, when we're talking about picking up more courage, more confidence, keep seeing it on a daily basis. And then as you move forward with resilient optimism, you're also flexible and trust as you go forward. So the first thing we always do is we set 3 intentions. What are your 3 intentions today that you're going to focus on? Because it's focused approach to anything is going to create, you ultimately being able to accomplish anything. So it's an approach, a really focused approach. So think of 3 things you want to focus in on. Everything else would be a distraction. Really get down. This is not your goals. Set your goals for the week, set your goals for the day, but intentions are how you're going to attain those goals. It's who you're going to be those goals. For me, many times you've heard me say, one big one is win the one. Just be present in this moment and win this moment and go moment to moment. Another one would be enjoy the battle, so to speak. Whatever it is that I'm, going after, just enjoy the opportunity rather than be succumbed by how tough it is. That creates more courage. It creates more confidence. So that's what you want to do, set 3 intentions. Now, just think about what you're grateful for. It is such a power. If you've been on these calls, if you allow yourself just to think of all the things you do have, wow, it is so awesome. Just think about that. Kathy, my wife, has just put greater clarity this week. Be productive and enjoy the process. And in my gratitude, I'm so grateful to have her as my wife. I'm so grateful for my 4 boys. There's nothing for me is stronger than that. And just when I take a moment to really focus on that, and then whatever challenge I have doesn't seem as challenging. Because I can walk into, wow, I'm so fortunate to be loved and to love. So now in that strength of gratitude, close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, I want you to see a gate and step in through that gate. As you step through, oh man, you're in a place of nature. It can be a place you've been to before, be a combination of places, or it could be where I'm right now. You might have your eyes open. I'm in a pretty cool place. But what you want to do is just take the time to breathe. Breathe in the beauty that's around you. Because there's a strength here. Sometimes we get so caught up in the doing that we just don't take the time. Take the time to really live life fully, to get our inner game completely ready to roll. So take a breath, deep breath. And then breathe out. Take at least 4. This is a brilliance that you're giving yourself. When you do that, I know for myself, all of a sudden I'm connecting to something greater than me. I feel so much stronger every time I do it, because now I'm allowing myself to tap into that greater existence that's here for me just to tap into. So there in that strength, go ahead and now step through the next gate. And when you step through that gate, wow, there you are in your game of life. Whether you play a sport or whether you coach or whether you're an entrepreneur or you're just going to your daily routine, whatever business it is. See yourself now bringing that winning attitude, no matter what. See yourself waking up early in the morning and going, I'm a winner. I'm a winner. And it's so funny. That's such a little thing. But you do it over and over again, it does shift you. I have a client that in our Beast Mode on a Facebook page, he's posting his affirmations every day. He's definitely a winner. And he's facing the biggest challenges in his company because he's growing his company and he's now franchising his company. And so there's some scary stuff there. So he's utilizing the support system of our group and making a statement. And now I'm talking to him today, I just go, whoa, this guy is a winner because he's allowed himself to be a winner by what he does. It's not just thinking it, it's the action you're taking behind it. And these aren't complicated actions. Every day to get up, I'm winning. I'm winning today. And then make some affirmation. An affirmation is just simply making a statement. I am this. I am that. I am grateful for this as it's already happened, rather than you're hoping it to happen.